For this exercise, browse to your Chapter 10 folder and open the file Chapter 1007 Mechanical Equipment. Open is a 3D view. It's named Basement East. For this exercise, also in your project browser, scroll down to the HVAC documentation folder and double-click on the HVAC Basement Documentation East. And from your View tab, click on Tile Windows. In this exercise, we're going to place some mechanical equipment, just to get the feel for how that equipment can be placed. From the Systems tab, click on Mechanical Equipment. Then select the Properties palette so we can choose items from the Type selector. Here you can see that we've got a range of elements already loaded into the project. If we want more, we can load a family from the library. We've already seen items such as the fan coil unit that when selected and we then go to place it, the default placement for a fan coil unit, even though this is meant to be attached to the underside of the slab, is that it has an offset of 0 from the current level. So if we want it in the air, we need to specify an offset, and we can then place the element. For elements such as boilers, well, that's more than likely going to be placed on the floor anyway. And as for an air handling unit, well, that's almost guaranteed that that will be on the floor. Unless, of course, you're mounting it on a plinth, where we would then have to take into account its offset from the level. One thing that's common about all of these elements is that when you come to actually placing them, they're invariably not in the right orientation for your plan. So rather than placing it and then rotating it, what we can do is press the space bar, and this will rotate the object through 90 degrees. But what about walls and placement where the element isn't going to be at 90 degrees? Take this wall for example. If we hover over the wall, we can see the wall highlights, and when we press the space bar, the air handling unit first aligns itself with the wall and then rotates through 90 degrees. We can then place it and know that it's aligned with the wall. As we can see in the plan, once the air handler has been placed, we then have access to all the connection points. Right-clicking on any one of them, we can draw a duct. Here I want the duct to rise vertically, so let's put a 10-meter offset and just draw the duct out to one side and we can see the duct rise. Selecting the air handler again, I also have shortcuts to connect pipework. Click on the shortcut, we're asked to select a connector and then draw our pipe. One of the main issues about mechanical equipment, however, is what do we do when we come to schedule it, as each of these items is classed as mechanical equipment, yet we may only want to create a schedule for fan coil units, for example. We will be looking at this in more detail in a future video.